Right now our application still works because everything is in application still. But what we'll see that we can do is first we need to wrap some higher level, some top level component in the provider itself so things can hook into it. So I'm just actually going to go to index. I'll wrap the application. This is very similar to if you use like Redux React. Cool. And now with the actual posts, we can pull in that post context. And instead of passing the posts in, we don't need to do that anymore, because they previously had to get passed in from the application. Now, we don't have to pass them in from the application because any component can hook in to that state. Right? And so if this became a giant application with a tree that was like 17 levels deep of components, and only the component 16 levels down needed the posts, fine. We don't have to pass it through the other 16 levels. Right? And this is a really great pattern for using with Firebase, because now we can create these things totally separately. And in the same way that we're able to add stuff into the database from anywhere in our application, we can also now consume posts from Firestore as well. So we'll go ahead. We don't need the posts from there anymore. We'll go ahead and we'll say post context dot consumer. And that will actually pass in some posts that we can use. So now we get to do everyone's favorite thing. Let's first make sure the app didn't completely break. Insufficient or missing privileges. Rule errors was not the bug I was expecting when I flipped back over, so that's awesome. All right, they look like they're going in now. Maybe that was possibly an older error. We'll see. So let's go ahead to my data. Yeah, there's a new one. All right, they're going to the database. Not quite sure what the rule issue was, but logging out and logging back in solved it. So we can try it out. Yeah, so they go in, I'm just not seeing them on the screen yet, which is okay. We can debug that. So those curly braces, they don't return. New errors are good errors. Posts. Looks like an extra closing brace. And now we should be good. Cool. So there's my post. To review, what the error was is in JavaScript, if a arrow function has curly braces around the body, you need to use a return statement. If it doesn't, then it takes out one line and returns it. In the refactoring encoding, I left an extra set of curly braces in there, which meant it was returning undefined. And so simply by actually writing correct JavaScript, my bug solved itself.